All right, everybody, we got a new Indie World showcase to react to today, and I'm always looking forward to these because you just can never tell what they're going to show off, and just, you know, that hint of mystery is always fun. Okay. Look at this. Something bright and colorful right out of the gate. The Fortnite battle bus has left the sky and has descended onto the rails. What is going on? This is... What? Yeah, I don't know what's happening, but I kind of like the energy. Look at that dragon. Denshattack.
Hola a tothom, soc en David.
I jo l'Àngel.
Okay.
Som d'Undercoders, l'estudi independent de Barcelona que hi ha darrere de denshattack.
Com heu vist,
Denshattack,
a
okay.
viatges en un
Not
tren
Denshattack,
automàtic
it's
futurista i
Denshattack.
fluid, executant trucs amb estil
Maybe,
per
I
aconseguir
guess.
la millor puntuació mentre lluites contra bosses i alliberes les vies del control d'una megacorporació malvada.
Ens hem inspirat moltíssim a la cultura japonesa i en l'energia dels jocs arcade clàssics per crear un món que es senti expressiu, rebel i molt ràpid.
Avui
Okay.
tenim el plaer d'anunciar un parell de coses molt emocionants. En primer lloc, que denshattack sortirà el 17 de juny
Okay.
amb una skin de tren exclusiva per a Nintendo Switch.
Okay, this is a Switch 2 game.
Avui més tard tindreu disponible a la
Oh,
Nintendo
there's a
eShop
demo,
una demo gratuïta
today.
de denshattack per a Nintendo Switch 2. We hope you enjoy the rest of the show.
All aboard
That was
for
pretty
the
cute.
latest indie world. I'm Marissa.
And I'm Thomas. We're excited to showcase another packed lineup of new indies headed to the Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch systems.
Forgive me.
I
but
still love
can't
the
wait to
distinction.
introduce this next game coming to Nintendo
The
Switch.
Nintendo Switch
Let's take a look.
systems and the Switch 2.
안녕하세요. 한국게임개발사 드림모션의 이준영입니다.
Dream Motion.
아티스트 최은진입니다.
안녕하세요. 프로그래머 류성중입니다.
마이리를 퍼피는 실제로 제가 입에 키웠던 강아지 이야기에 꿈과 소망을 더해
My little puppy, my little puppy. Yes, I just did that. Shut up.
만남과 이별 그리고 재해에 관한 우리 모두의 이야기를 여러분들 마음속에 느껴보면 좋겠습니다.
게임 속 귀여운 강아지들은 팀의 모든 아티스트들이 쏟아부은 놀라운 노력의 결과물입니다.
마이리를 퍼피가 강아지를 좋아하는 세상 모든
They seem to
분들의
really
마음속에
like putting these like
감동을
sort of
기록되는 작품이 되면 좋겠습니다.
quieter, cutesy games on here.
There's an old saying that when you depart from this world, the dog who went ahead will warmly welcome you.
Oh, hey, we're bringing back all dogs go to heaven.
Wholesome, My Little Puppy, a new adventure inspired by the director's own Welsh corgi.
Where's Charlie and Itchy
A
at?
rescued dog and bestest boy who, after a simple yet joyful life, crosses the rainbow bridge to doggy heaven.
After what seems like an eternity, Bongo awakes from a nap to a familiar scent, his daddy.
Embark on a journey to meet Bongu's dad, an expedition out of
I
doggy
feel-
heaven and into the afterlife that may
Oh,
hold
no.
unexpected dangers.
Oh, I'm laughing at this
Just as
game
Bongo's
about
dad once rescued him,
about
it's his turn to return
animals
to fame.
dying.
My Little Puppy, bounding its way
Oh,
into Nintendo
Jesus.
Switch, May 29th.
What's
Next
wrong
up,
with me?
Let's take a look at some indies headed for Nintendo Switch 2, including some also headed to Nintendo Switch.
I'm so excited. Heave!
Ho!
Heave!
Ho too!
Introducing the high-flying follow-up to the ultimate friend-flinging party game.
Grab hands,
Have I seen this
arms,
already?
Or even heads to form chains of up to 4 players.
this a
then
reveal?
grapple and swing to
I
reach
feel like
the
I've seen
goal,
this before,
avoiding
or
lethal
something
hazards
similar.
And the deadly void below.
Each player needs to grab and release at just the right moment to form chains. If anyone loses their grip, it can send the whole group to the
Oh,
There are 8 themed worlds to explore, thrilling exotic locations like a medieval land, a space station, and of course, a kitchen.
In each one, play with brand new mechanics like rocket navigation, coordinated cookery, and plenty of other surprises.
see, this would be fun if you had like a
Swing
lot of
into
people.
action with local 4-player
But-
co-op or online multiplayer, a franchise first. Plus, game share is supported, so if one player has the game, they can share it locally or online with up to 3 other players. Get ready to get a grip in Heave Ho 2, launching on Nintendo
Heave
Switch 2
Ho
and
2!
Nintendo Switch this summer.
That's certainly a face.
At the end of the day, there's nothing like closing up shop, throwing on some comfy clothes, and
Dungeon diving for wondrous relics?
I was going to say having a nice hot cup of cocoa, but that works too.
In Moonlighter 2, The Endless Vault, continue your double life as a crafty merchant by day and a fearless adventurer by night.
Will is back in business after an interdimensional collector seizes control of their beloved village and dungeons. Will and the other townsfolk are forced to find a new home.
Now, settled in the town of Tresna, it's up to you to set up a new shop and grow it into the thriving heart of the village's prosperity.
Dive into vibrant dimensions brimming with shiny loot and pesky enemies. Then vanquish them using an extensive combat system with different weapon types and flashy
This looks pretty
combos.
interesting.
Don't forget your trusty backpack. It's your best friend while collecting loot, so make sure to carefully arrange your treasure to maximize your profits.
Trust your instincts to plot clever routes through your dungeon runs. The further you delve, the greater the rewards. How far will you dare to go?
After each escapade, put your hard-earned treasure on sale. That's where your shop owner charm will shine. Grow and decorate your shop, get to know your customers, and set your prices to score the perfect deal.
Go from castaway to friendly neighbor and find a new home among the stranded. In Moonlighter 2, The Endless Vault, opening
Just
up
don't
shop
rip
on
off
the
some of
Nintendo
your
Switch
favorite
2
customers.
system this year.
Let me jack that price up just a little bit.
Hello, we're the team behind Widow. Do you remember a time when your backyard
Widow?
and neighborhood streets felt like the entire world?
Хоть мы выросли в разных местах, нас объединяет одно общее чувство.
Это Фокси, сердце нашей истории.
Never felt like
И
my
она крепко
backyard
собрала
was
нас
the whole
вместе.
world.
Denn auch wenn wir erwachsen sind, ist diese Magie aus unserer Kindheit nie verschwunden.
So from all of us here, we hope you enjoy the game. Thanks.
Wouldn't it be nice just to slow down and get back to when things were simpler?
It sure would.
Well, in
That
Widow,
ain't happening.
You do just that. In this cozy diorama puzzle game, you assemble wooden scenes piece by piece, like a 3D coloring book.
As you place objects in their correct spots, each scene slowly fills with color and comes to life, revealing charming animations and delightful surprises.
Follow the story of Foxy the Fox and Ben the Frog through a series of interconnected dioramas. Each
Foxy the
capturing a unique
Fox
moment
and
from their
Ben
adventure.
the Frog?
The game adapts to your pace, while the narrator's voice keeps you company. Plus, plenty of funny characters.
You couldn't
and
call him
silly
Froggy?
emotes Are sure to put a smile on your face.
I'm Froggy the
And
Frog.
mouse controls
With
are
Foxy
also
the Fox.
supported on Nintendo
What
Switch
about
2.
Doggy the Dog?
Settle
Oh,
into
he
a world
died.
that
Never
comes
mind.
together, one piece at a time in Widow, slotting onto the Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch systems this summer.
What about Bricko?
The Unchosen has returned.
Woodo,
The
Steelo,
village has been captured. All your friends and family are trapped in
Plastico.
Crystal, and it's all up to you
All the
to save
material has an O at
Shoot,
the end of it.
That sounds like an adventure.
a mini-shoot adventure. Take control of a swift and responsive spaceship as you blast your way through this modern twin-stick shooting twist on the classic 8-bit adventure formula.
Overcome bosses in intense bullet-filled battles by finding primordial powers that soup up your combat abilities.
You can also upgrade your ship by leveling up,
Okay, this is
finding various items, and buying equipment.
a shooting,
Don't forget to
like
rescue
a.
your adorable friends. They'll
like a-
all help you in their own special
It's kind of
way.
like you combine
Primordial
Zelda with
powers will
Galaga.
also unlock exploration abilities that open up the
I'm
map
a-
bit by bit,
can't figure out what the
unraveling
right word to
beautiful
say there, but
worlds to
yeah.
Discover at your own pace.
Explore lush caverns, ancient temples,
Like an
and
open
sunken
world,
cities, each environment full of its
side-scroller
own
shooter
unique
game.
treasures,
Not
challenges,
side-scroller,
and
but you know.
secrets.
Take on the Unchosen in.
I've never seen a
mini-shoot
game
adventures, flying
presented like
onto
that
the
before.
Nintendo Switch
Okay,
2
that was
and
interesting.
Nintendo Switch systems later today.
Oh, today?
What is the dark? Is it ugly and cruel?
I mean, that is.
Monstrosities.
It looks like it.
The fools lost in the woods. The terrible void. Where all your nightmares come true.
Okay, this is a little disturbing. The Midnight Walk. I don't like walking, I don't like walking after midnight.
Hi, I'm Bryce. And I'm Jambel, and we're devs on the team making Rotwood here at Clay Entertainment in Vancouver, Canada. We grew up playing games shoulder to shoulder with friends. Inspired by the moment-to-moment strategy of fighting games and the big bosses of RPGs, Rotwood was developed to recapture the spirit of those good times.
We wanted progress to feel like it comes not just from new gear, but from you, the player, actually improving, so that each hunt you learn something new that inspires ideas for your next run. We've poured ourselves into Rotwood, and we hope you enjoy it.
So like
Chaos rules.
RPG with
Corrupted
fighting?
beasts drool in.
Rotwood, a brand new side-scrolling brawler from the studio behind the Don't Starve series.
Your home's been overrun by some hyped-up hostiles, so it's time to take up arms and dive into the fray.
Master a diverse combat system that rewards those who sharpen their skills. Want to get up close and crush some enemies? Wield a hammer.
Want to be a deadeye that snipes baddies from afar? Take aim with a bow.
Practice and perfect combo attacks for each weapon type to reach your destructive potential.
Experiment with gear combos to refine your build. Earn epic
This looks
loot
fun.
victories. Then use it to face ever-increasing challenges.
And you'll need all the help you can get. Boss fights are not just a test of strength, but of wits. Study attack patterns carefully to find their weakness, and use well-placed strikes to hit them where it hurts.
A little extra muscle always helps too. Grab up to 3 of your friends either locally or online, and face the rots together.
Choose your weapon and get ready to take on the frenzied foes of Rotwood, hacking and slashing its way
Okay.
onto the Nintendo Switch 2 system as a console exclusive later today.
Got a cassette? Is this going to be copyrighted music?
Most of the time, I'm wondering if I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing to have the optimal teenage experience.
The teenage experience is unobtainable.
Oh. Rolling a house. I have never had the desire ever to roll a house. A waste of toilet paper.
Because you know the perfect song for every moment. What song would be playing now?
I don't think it's been written yet.
Oh, we gotta write a song. Okay.
It's time to shine the spot Blight on this brand new action RPG from the makers of Guacamelee and Nobody Saves the World.
In Blighted, the evil Sorcisto has consumed your village and infected the world with a
Jesus.
deadly blight.
You are the lone survivor of Sorcisto's rampage, fighting to reclaim the memories of your people before you succumb.
But that same power can also be turned to your advantage. As you progress through this psychedelic western landscape, you'll accumulate blight by defeating enemies. The higher your blight, the fiercer enemies become, making combat harder, but also more rewarding.
Combat is nuanced and deadly for players of any level. Carefully time your attacks to weave through enemies, chain together combos, and perform powerful finishers to defeat punishing bosses.
So the blight makes you stronger, but your enemies will get stronger too.
Backed by a haunting original score.
Upgrade your hero at checkpoints, or by talking to key characters on your journey. And if you need a helping hand, a friend can drop in via local or online multiplayer for some 2-player co-op action.
Harness the power of blight and unravel the mysteries of a twisted world in Blighted, creeping its way onto the Nintendo Switch 2 system this fall.
That was interesting too.
Hi, I'm Justin from Prophecy Games in Atlanta, Georgia.
Hi, I'm Jess.
And I'm Scott. We love the feeling of progression you get in roguelikes, and we were inspired to create an FPS roguelike in our favorite genre, sci-fi.
Sci-fi lets us imagine futures just out of reach, and in Dead Zone Rogue, everyone pulls you deeper into that world, starting when you awaken on a mysterious ship.
We've worked hard to craft rich, immersive atmospheres, unique enemies, and snappy gunplay that leaves a lasting impact.
We hope you enjoy playing Dead Zone Rogue as much as we do.
A spaceship overrun with biomechanical creatures, an arsenal of modifiable weapons, and a mysterious origin to uncover. That's what awaits in Dead Zone Rogue, a new sci-fi shooter that combines tight, satisfying gunplay with strategic progression.
Select missions and squad up with friends, or fight solo through a series of challenging rooms with support from mouse
I've never really been too big into FPSs. I just
perks and permanent upgrades by defeating enemies and bosses in high-intensity loops.
With hundreds of builds and a variety of foes, each run feels epic.
I played a little Halo and Borderlands, and they're fine. I just probably need to find some good FPS games to play.
adapt, repeat in Dead Zone Rogue, emerging from the void on the Nintendo Switch 2 system,
Okay.
March 17th.
Before we go, let's check out some more exciting indie games heading to Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch.
Which will probably have copywritten music because these montages seem to always get me flagged by the copyright system. So let's try to talk over it a little bit. This looks like a life simulator game from the looks of it. Something about occult recipes there. Unrailed 2 back on track. Okay, that's going to be one where you put together a little train track to get your crap from one place to the other. Tome 2. That guy's singing. This is interesting. Order of Ouchie? What? Incone? I couldn't read it. Crap. Is this another life simulator, or is this a cashier simulator? Outbound. Another life simulator. Look at this. Build a deck for your house or outside of your camper. Ratatan? Okay, some kind of music game. One more?
That's all for today's. Thomas, are you taking notes?
Wait a minute.
I have to. It might be a clue.
A clue for what?
The last game.
Welcome to Mount Holly, the mysterious manor with locked doors and 45 shifting rooms.
In Blueprints, you embark on a first-person, genre-bending journey filled with a unique mix of mystery, strategy, and puzzles that weave together to create an unpredictable experience.
The mansion resets every day, and every doorway becomes a choice. So, manage your resources carefully to further your discovery.
Is this
and
like
get
Clue
closer to
meets
finding
Resident
Fatal
Evil?
Room 46.
Use mouse controls with the Joy-Con 2 controller to probe and poke at the manor's secrets, unraveling mysteries by discovering letters, diaries,
Zoltar.
and other revealing materials.
Take notes and draft your own adventure in Blueprints, available on the Nintendo
Okay,
Switch
mystery
2
game.
system later today. Now that we've solved that mystery,
A lot
that's
of
really all
reveals for
today's Indie
today.
World. We hope you enjoyed the games in today's showcase.
A big thank you, as always, to our indie community and partners for bringing their craft, adventures, and imaginations to players on Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch.
Follow our official Indie World account to stay up to date on all the latest news from Indie World.
Until next time,
Happy gaming!
Okay, so there you go. Pretty short show here. This first game I think actually looks pretty fun. Denshattack. I hear the Japanese song playing, and it definitely looks very anime influenced, especially in the 2D animated parts. But surprisingly, I guess not made by a Japanese studio. But I mean, it doesn't matter. But this looks like it could be a lot of fun. What else we got? Thankfully, they seem to have separated it into each game they revealed. The My Little Puppy game. Wow, that was not the direction I thought they were gonna go. I mean, it's still that same sort of cutesy. You know, the first thing I thought it's gonna be like Little Kitty, Big City, for just with dogs. But they put him in a much bigger city. The city of the afterlife. This is, it's cutesy, but it's at the same time it's sort of morbid. It's a game about dogs that have died. Wow. And I feel bad for making jokes. There's Heave Ho 2. I mean, okay. Moonlighter 2 actually looks kind of interesting. Wudo, I kind of made jokes about. I mean, this one's probably not for me. This one looks like more of like a, put the pieces in the proper space. This looks like one of those games where it's, less about the challenge and more about just like having something to chill you out after a stressful day. That's what that strikes to me. This mini shoot adventures. This is a different style game. I mean, it looks like one of the like a very Zelda inspired game, but obviously it's a spaceship shooter. Like, I said Galaga, but there's like a ton of those style games. Midnight Walk looks kind of creepy. Like if you're not right, like maybe if you're not quite ready to dive into Lovecraftian stuff, maybe this could be like a nice little way to dip your toe into the shallow end of horror. But what was this one? Rotwood. Rotwood. I like the animation on this one. Very simple, but it seems to flow very smoothly, and I kind of like the art style with this one. Mixtape. This one kind of gives me like a Life is Strange kind of vibe, I guess. But I don't know. Something about this tells me I don't know that I would necessarily play this if I hadn't like. I don't know. There's something about this one that I think I would like to check out. Life is Strange. What is it? 3? I can't remember. The one that everybody was making fun of because you can set it to copyright free mode, and then there's lots of scenes where the music definitely influences the storytelling, or at least enhances the scene. But if you turn copyright music off, it just plays nothing. And so you see the scene of the characters dancing to this specific song because it's important for the story, but there's no song playing because you don't want to get hit with the copyright system over on Twitch or YouTube. So, but yeah, I would check out Mixtape. It looks like it could be interesting. Again, I would never roll a house. That's a waste of toilet paper. Blighted is an interesting idea where this, evil source of power that you collect could actually play against you because it strengthens your enemies. So the stronger you become, the stronger it makes your enemies, and it makes the game more challenging. So that's an interesting idea there. Dead Zone Rogue. Again, FPS game. I usually don't play those, but that's a personal thing for me. It's not to say that the game is gonna suck or the game looks bad. It's just not my cup of tea. Then we get into this montage here. Shows off like a bunch of different games. Some of them look pretty cool, but I mean, nothing in the montage really, truly blew me away. They usually stick more of these like slower games here, the life simulator, something that's not like too out there. But and then Blueprints, I don't know, it gave me, like I said, it's sort of like Clue meets Resident Evil in terms of like going through all the doors and trying to unlock the door to get to the next place. And apparently in this big mansion, the mansion layout is constantly changing. So just because you went through this door today doesn't mean that door is going to be there tomorrow. So that's an interesting idea, and I would check this one out too. So yeah, these indie world showcases are always fun. Like I said, because there's always a surprise in here. These are not these games don't, in a Nintendo Direct, these things are going to get overshadowed by like Mario Party and Zelda and Pokemon. And so it's nice that Nintendo takes the time to promote these games from these smaller studios that otherwise wouldn't have time to shine. And I'm sure they get a boost in sales whenever their games appear in these showcases, because any sort of promotion like this should benefit the game and the studio. So good for all these guys who are able to get their games into these showcases. I have no idea what kind of effort that would entail. Do they approach Nintendo for this opportunity, or does Nintendo say, hey, we saw your game, or we saw your game online and we want to, you've put it in to be approved for the Nintendo eShop, and we think it looks good and we want to show it off? Or again, is it like a lottery where you have to just submit and hope they pick yours? I don't know, but still, congrats to all these guys who got to show off their games. Let me know what you guys think about this showcase. Which games look the best to you? Which games would you want to play? And are there any games you can think of that you would like to see showcased in one of these Indie World shows at some point? Let me know in the comments what you thought. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. And hey, tune back in next time for the next Indie World Showcase, whenever that is. Until then, see you later.